Так, погнали. Вроде как все работает. Короче говоря, как я и писал, случилось у меня какое дерьмище, которое поломало все. У меня пришлось, походу, самым легким способом это просто все начать сначала. Переиграть кое-какой момент и все. Выложить, и можно покончить с Балдургейтом. Короче говоря, где я остановился, что нужно перепройти? Квест Джахира и момент с Сорин. Я думаю, можно сначала пойти с Джахиллерой. Что нужно сделать? Короче говоря...
Hello, my dear.
Ладно, давай
We
поболтаем.
both know what it is capable of, but I'm not touching it.
Good.
I wouldn't have anyway.
I had nothing for so long.
Nothing. Not even my own body.
I will not give it up. Now it's mine again.
Always at your side. All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
More likely it would just put a stop to us. I wanted nothing to do with those illithid powers before. What makes you think I'd want to jump into an even deeper hole? You know what that offer truly entails, don't you? Become half a mind flayer, lose half of yourself. I don't want that.
You've got something to say? Yes, and at a great cost, partial ceremorphosis. I'm not about to make such a sacrifice. Not now, not ever. Thank you.
The devil's stench lingers, but Will is yet a champion of the people. I had hoped he'd join me on the council, but he is his own man. I couldn't be prouder.
Кстати, может быть сказать...
Gods, can it be? The man who raised the city's walls became an illithid.
You both know you owe your lives to me. I am not fallen. I am risen.
We must make this a secret we carry beyond the grave. No name is more sacred to the city than Balduran's. Not even mine. When people think his name or see his likeness, they must imagine a hero, not a horror.
How misguided you are.
The blade of Avernus. How marvelous. It rolls right off the tongue. Tell me, little bug, who should Will's first target be? Yes, to kill the Absolute, to free the infected, to end the illithid grand design. Could there be a more heroic journey? But what about the next battle? And the next? How mighty will the stalwart blade be? without warlock powers to help him. Tell me you haven't forgotten. Once the Absolute is no more, so is my aid. Well, perhaps I might pay a visit once he's settled, offer some advice. A bit of infernal altruism, if you will. Ah, the thrill of the unknown. I can't wait to see how this epic plays out.
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
Ладно.
Soldier. Special, tadpole? Bit of a contradiction in terms, don't you think? I don't even want a regular one. You're talking about turning into what? A half squid? Not surprised you haven't tried it yourself yet.
Thank the gods.
Ладно.
Hello, my dear. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here. Well, you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
Берем эту.
The blade of Avernus. I suppose hell is just another frontier. As you wish.
Так, теперь быстренько кое-что посмотрим.
It seems that events at Denthlands have overtaken us. My contact there just sent word. The Harpers have been fractured, infiltrated by doppelgangers. Perhaps we might have done something to help, or just fallen into the trap along with them. Oh, I only have myself to blame. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my Harpers searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Mince of Rashomon?
The name is as familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
But few know of his fate, I think. I had hoped to keep it that way. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. There always is. But that is still the fundamental fact of it. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Mince charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. I'm not asking for promises. Just the chance. Oh, the point is moot without a means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keen runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
Nine Fingers is much more than a thief. Nothing happens in this city that she doesn't learn of sooner or later. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking. I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. Nine Fingers Keen. Oh, if it does not, you have led a very virtuous life indeed. Nine Fingers Keen controls the guild, which in turn controls every criminal racket from Heapside to the High Hall. Nothing happens in this city that she doesn't hear of, sooner or later. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
Ну, это я вроде как, типа, уже спрашивал, потому что стоит мне уйти, появиться, и снова это появляется, так что... Ладно, пошли качать ее. Вроде как сюда надо. Угу. Так.
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection. at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord. You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult.
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Arm any children old enough. If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Uktar. We're playing host to a hero.
И зависли.
You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kellamvor's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster.
No, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholed. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you.
This is the one who saved my life. So really, she owes you your gold piece. But we can settle debts later, Nine Fingers. For now, we need help. We're searching for Minsk of Rashomon.
A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse.
What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too?
Against my own city. Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. The Stone Lord.
Lies.
Minsk was never one to need much persuading. Not when it came to spilling my people's blood. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this ripe little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time.
Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush, tell us where he is, and we'll handle this.
We? I heard what happened to your harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone. I don't let trust tie my hands. That's why I sit in this very fine office. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose two of its heroes in one day.
Ясно. Надо поболтать с кем-то.
Victor isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling?
Wow, look who it is! Glad to see you in the city. Hope you found plenty of coin in Ketheric's coffers. Ready to do some business? Oh, I've got a few ideas. I'll be running this whole place in no time. I survived the hells when Elturel fell. Compared to that, slipping out of Moonrise was child's play. Sure is. We work for Fetcher, handling what you might call pre-owned goods. Talk to Sticky. He'll cut you a deal.
Better prices here than top side. You bastards burn worse than any fucking stone.
С Липовицким болтать-то надо.
Hey, farce? Seen farce?
It's Uktar you want.
You are not known to me. For supplies, seek the bugbear. To trade trinkets, the fetcher's brats. I am Uktar, duly elected guild bursar, and I will not have my time wasted.
Oh, is that what Nine Fingers was doing earlier? Wasting guild time with this Stone Lord business?
You might say so. I could not possibly comment.
I sense there is no love lost between the two of you.
I need not love to serve. You have a point you wish to make? I have not come so far by indulging in petty disputes. But I am open to transactions of mutual benefit. I am interested in gaining access to vaults beneath the counting house. I'd pay well for keys to those vaults, provided said vaults are not emptied prematurely, of course. I suspect that what you seek might also be found beneath the counting house. I tell you this only as a matter of mutual interest.
She plans to ambush Minsk at the counting house. But what the hells would he want there?
What you do with that information is a matter for yourself. Now, back to the vault keys. Do we have business to conduct?
Я уж не понял, какие у меня ключи есть. А что вообще в этих ключах есть? Ключик с Сидора, блин. Мне кажется, мне ни нахрен не нужно, потому что никакой инфы про них нету вообще.
The Great Wizard. I will be interested to see what manner of curiosities he deems worth locking away.
Ну-ка.
Then our business is done, for now.
Ясно, надо ему все отдать.
Bursa, if we have business, speak. Guild time is too precious to waste.
Urkta, 11th month of the year, more commonly known as the rotting, the time in which all things decay and die.
Ukta, Bursa, if we have business. Ukta, Bursa, if we have business, speak. Guild time is too precious to waste. I do not hand out loans, if that's what you're asking. My business is finance. Specifically, the acquisition of vault keys. The wealthy squirrel their riches away in the city's counting house, where it gathers dust, serving no one. I acquire keys and allow these funds to circulate, like lifeblood in a healthy body. Everyone benefits. So, are you wasting my time, or do you seek to benefit? Have you made an acquisition? Ah, a rather ancient patron of the counting house. He has accrued quite a bit of interest. De Vere. Now, what would a servant of Lady Loss be so keen on keeping safe? Then our business is done, for now.
Ладно, пошли отсюда. Я, кстати, помню, тут можно найти где-то, я находил где-то, походу, вот тут вот какая-то девчонка была из лунных башен, которая просила Сарана ее куснуть. Но там, короче, ничего интересного нету. Так что можно просто забить и проходить дальше.
Captain needs to see your pass.
Account holders only from here. Vault pass? Meat, honey. Counter.
Хорошо.
Welcome to the counting house. I'm head clerk Mead, honey. How may the Fellowship of Financiers serve you?
You seem a little nervous, Sir Meat Honey. Had some difficult customers today? One in particular calling himself the Stone Lord, perhaps.
The who? The what? All right, fine. The head banker may have just taken a customer by that name down to the vaults. Rather large, rather heavily armed, which is against regulations. But I'm sure the head banker knows what he is doing.
I assure you, he does not. You are right to be nervous. But let us pass, and all will be well.
Well, who is this Stone Lord to you?
Харизма. Это от кого, блин? Это откуда? Это от Джахиры баф?
That would be most unusual. But then so is our visitor.
That he is. But don't worry. We can handle him.
Very well. Show the guards this temporary vault pass. And should my superior ask, keep my name out of it.
Скажем, на помойке нашли этот пропуск. Я не понял, откуда у меня этот баф? В смысле? Ну-ка.
Nature's servant awaits.
No one stopped me yet.
Ладно.
Account holders only from here. Vault pass? Right. Descend and know. Upon entering the vaults, you forego the protection of city and church law alike. Which is to say, keep to your own vault and you'll be fine.
Да без Б.
These boots have seen everything.
Так, короче говоря, для тех, кто будет проходить вот этот момент, сейчас покажу. Ну-ка. Еще раз просят вроде как вас или нет? Да, сам спросил. Вот он. Тут, короче, ловушки будут. Их не трогайте. А то вам жопа будет. Короче, в этих хранилищах ничего важного по сути нету. Ой, блин, надо эту хрень проходить. Ладно. Вот. Отлично.
It's still moving.
Hush your fussing. Nine Fingers had this one made especially. A little mouthful will barely slow it down.
But the stories...
Stories. Tall tales and big names, lad. Don't let them fool you. Elminster the Archmage, Drist the Drow Exile. Heroes have power, aye, but not half so much as we do. A little coin into the right purse. A soft word in the right ear. It's not glory that spins these plains, lad. It's gold. See? Now.
Morrigan's cracked clay.
There is no gold in here. If there is one thing Minsk hates more than beasts with bad breath, it is those who are tricksome with the truth. And turnips. But you are no turnip. Let that be of comfort in your final moments. You. The Absolute has shown me your face, villain. I will beat it into a more pleasing shape.
Enough play, Stone Lord. The Absolute has other plans for this one. Nine Fingers set a poor trap, little banker. Let the Absolute's faithful show you how it is done. Now come, Stone Lord.
As you say, Jahira.
Ой, я случайно, ну ладно, пофигу. Ну, короче говоря, валить надо и все. Как это случайно на кнопку мыши нажал. Просто хотел взять, потому что... Что я знал, что начнется драка. Ух ты, ё-моё.
Need to keep going. Let's see what we have here.
Can't even catch my breath.
Так.
no harm in trying.
Блять, какого черта произошло? Я вас нашел. А о, это ты. Хочу в паука превратиться. Ух ты, круто выглядит. Нифига себе ты похилился. Так.
Let's see what this does.
Да твою ж дивизию! Понятно. Все. Больше не отклоняю.
Some blood. Moving.
Да.
Nothing important is ever easy.
О, спасибо, что оба сюда подошли, чуваки. Все втроем.
On I go.
talking.
Двоих критом просто.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Как же круто. Задолбанул и все. В смысле промах? На 3 атаки? Я нашел тебя. Кто остался? Этот несчастный, ну ладно. Наконец-то.
You can tell Nine Fingers this was not my fault. She swore that mimic could swallow a bloody owlbear. Wait. You're no guild sworn. Who are you? Our cunning trap just got flipped arseways up is what? Nine Fingers wants the Stone Lord dead. With what he cleared from our vaults, he's got enough gold to make himself a lord in truth. Funny that. I don't give a damn about him, but I care very much where the coin went. As chairman of the Fellowship of Financiers, I can assure you we'd reward you well for the return of the coin he took. Not for us, you understand. For the common Baldurian. Who knows what he's planning to do with it? Try all of it? Every penny of civilian lodgings, anyway. I mean, not like we'd lead him into the private vaults, but still. A lot of Baldurians waking up poor tomorrow. What he can do with that kind of coin doesn't bear thinking about. Good for you. I happen to care a very great deal. Retrieve the coin, and I'll make sure you are well rewarded. There's treasures greater than gold. Feel free to poke around this place and it'll help you pick up the Stone Lord's scent. Me, I've got ledgers to amend.
Ладно.
What's inside?
Still needs a crack. What do you think?
Погнали купаться в грязи. Ак, я помню, где находится этот Минск. Надо идти к нему. Мне, конечно, паук выглядит пиздато. Конечно, можно было бы ближе. Был бы он похож на тарантула, был бы намного круче. А вот и они.
All the coin seems to be there, if a little blood-stained. You lot are enthusiastic about your lord's work.
Our Lady. We serve only the absolute.
Oh, silly me. We Zentarim are so long past our own godly roots, I'm afraid I forget the half of them. But you, I know. When did you start worshipping gods? Did they give your wee rodent a worm friend too?
Rodent?
Enough! You will show the Stone Lord proper respect, and you will return to the Guildhall and do as we have paid you to.
Of course. I only thought...
Wait. Flop all you wish, little fish. But Minsk has caught you.
On that note, good luck. The job will be done by the time you get to the Guildhall.
Так. Пусть этого чувака дубасит там.
I think I could go another round. Blood it shall have to be.
Да.
This is gonna feel good. Still breathing, despite everything.
Надо грохнуть ее. Опа. Теперь. О.
Down with you.
Onward. Enough circling.
Сохранимся на всякий случай.
Bye forever, pal.
Against the darkness swarming, his senses a single light glows. Rage, flaring brighter every moment.
Killed her.
He won't stay down for long. Tell your Elithid to protect him from the Elder Brain's influence. Quickly!
No. This one will not aid our cause. Get rid of him. Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us.
Иди нафиг. Давай.
No, I will not be coerced into protecting him. You do not see what I do. His thoughts, his mind, pure chaos.
The Mind Flare pours poison in your ear, I think. Tell it I will tear the prism from your grasp and throw it into the deepest lava pit I can find. Long after our bones are dust and ash, the walls of its prison will still be burning. Now help my friend!
She bluffs. Surely she would not risk the fate of all for one simple life.
His mind unfolds
Ох.
beneath yours. A still lake pulls you down into its depths. Images flash by, battles fought, and friends fallen. His rage grows colder, burrows deeper, as a familiar face crystallizes before you.
Jaheira, you killed her!
You are being dramatic.
The instant's hesitation is enough. With a sensation of terrible rending, something vast and nameless falls away from his mind.
There. It is done.
Jaheira? I do not understand.
Good. That means you're back to your old ways. We have a lot to discuss. But first, you have someone to thank.
In the sudden silence, your minds merge once more. More memories, sensations, but passing too quickly for you to track. In the same breath, you share everything that happened to you. The Nautiloid, the Absolute, the chosen of the dead three.
You saved Minsk. While he danced like a Mind Flayer's meat puppet. Why? Then you have two, and as many more as I can rip from enemy shoulders. But I have more than Minsk alone to offer. He is... Where is he?
Показывай хомяка.
That was Minsk. The Minsk. Part of the crew who saved the city from Saravok all those years ago. Don't know who the Stone Lord is or what the hell he's gotten himself into. But that man is a legend. I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
Time to press ahead.
Он пробивает стену кулаками, это просто жесть.
My friend, from our brief sharing of skulls, I know you have faced many strange beings, but none like this. Whatever happens, show no fear and stay your hand. Trust in Minsk. Such a hurry to our final moments. May I face death as bravely as you do. Wait! You gaze into Minsk's soul and see his foul crimes. You smell the stench of evil upon him, pointy claws primed, ready to scratch out his eyes. I am sorry, my friend. I am at the mercy of your faultless justice. Now, if you must burrow through my blackened heart, I am ready. No? You are certain? Oh, such boundless compassion. You are all heart. And whiskers. And cute little nose. You are right, of course. There is still much evil for Boo and Minz to stamp out. But we need not fight it alone. I have a new face to show you. But it is not a villainous one for the clawing, understand? You, this is Boo. And Boo, meet you? Of course. How else was I to break through these walls? Those villains locked Boo away, lest his righteous gaze cause their tadpole to flee in terror. Now we are together again. All will be exactly as... Boo, why do you use such language? Once more, my hamster proves himself my greater half, and makes the path clear when my mind is fuzzier than his tiny bottom. He says we will join with you, and cleanse Baldur's gate of evil. Together! Boo and I are most adept in the doing of things, but as you wish. To camp then! For his heroics here today, Boo has earned the most vigorous of back-scratchings.
Путь длиною в жизнь ради хода хомяка. Так, где этот говноед? Я его что не разорвал в клочья, вот он.
Let us show them how it's done.
Looking ahead.
Тут проход есть? Серьезно?
Let's see what this does.
Там вроде как ничего не было, насколько я помню. Просто мусор. Чё за бред? Это чья хата? С порталом, блин. Чего? Ну это не должна быть хата. Хата где? Ой, блин. Откуда в мир демонов попадали?
Whoever did this had no rhyme or reason, just viciousness.
Угу.
Who are you? Another who needs to learn the
Блин, ну
difference
что за
between
бред?
right and wrong?
A Githyanki youth. And a familiar one at that. Can it be that this is the one who hatched from the egg you took from the crash?
Да ладно, новый квест, что ли?
Father was bad. They all were. I tried to make them better, but they were not strong enough. They lacked resolve. She did not have the strength to be good. She was another like father, lacking in moral fiber. He was not righteous. He was not innocent. His thoughts were impure. Such evil can only be cured one way. With pain. With torment. And if that does not work, with death. Tell me, are you a good person?
Короче, он псих, его надо грохнуть. Ну, блин, это просто бред. Он просто взял их убил. Да ну нафиг, чтоб ты сдох.
Speak of punishment to me. I know what you did to me. I see the memory of it. Right there in your head. You stole me from my people. Gave me to that woman. Unhatched. Defenseless. You let me be brought here so father could hurt me. You are bad. You must be taught a lesson. I will cleanse the evil from you. Your nature can be changed. Your mind. Evil rides within it. You cannot be cured. You must be destroyed.
Мало ли у него есть какой-то скилл, который по всем бьет. Ни хрена себе.
Let's cover fire, baby. Aye, aye. What now?
С одного выстрела просто бамс и нету. Ноль урона, серьезно?
Close ranks.
Лохи. А чё он пошатнулся? Ты ж сдох уже, чувак.
I hope you've come to make a lodgment. A city-sized one?
Ну, пришел, типа, вернусь ваших 10 к царе, типа.
Oh, you're serious? Maybe you don't have a head for accounting, but that's not quite how numbers work.
Мало ли чем это обернется. Да хотя мне пофигу. Ладно, вот. Бери свои деньги и отвали.
And not even a whisker light. God, you're a boring bastard. Me too, I suppose, because I'm not even tempted to scam you. Take this vault key. You'll find something by way of thanks inside.
What's cooking? I've got a long road ahead. Open up. Moving ahead.
Кстати, надо наведаться вон туда вот.
No time. The Zentarim have turned the Rotward bastards. So, if you're part of it, take your shot. Anything else can wait till the Zent are buried. Good. Because I've already got more enemies than I do fingers. Come on then.
Что тогда далеко-то остался, а, чувак?
forward.
Gods, it's hot in here. Find a route. Breathe deep and move.
Так. Красотка Инатора, блин. Ни хрена себе он прыгает. На нахрен. Да блин.
Got to move.
Она как будто говорит хоп-хоп. Смотрите, как умею. Бамс, блять. Двоих нахуй просто нет. Блять, ну ты и встал, уродец. Блять, не хотел. Это воин или что, блин? Почему он три раза бьет? Ну, воин, судя по всему. Блин, медведь Сыч, конечно, крутой чувак. На, да, он. Изи.
ends well.
Куда ты пошла бухать?
I need a quick word.
Suppose I should have seen that coming. Zentarim aren't known for their loyalty, but I thought the bastards would keep to their contract at least. I'm too nice for my own good, I suppose. But I was in a pit, and you helped pull me out. For that, I'm grateful. You'll have what guild blades I can give when the time to take the absolute comes. So, just tell me what you need to get us there. Oh, did you enjoy the encounter? Zenobia. Always told the girl that mouth would cost her her head. I could wish she'd shown some restraint, but I doubt she'd have returned it. The rats usually keep a lid on their nastier notions, but with the Stone Lord business distracting me, some are starting to test the leash. All the more reason to be rid of the cult quickly, so I can remind my crews it's not a leash round their necks if they cross me. It's a noose. Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. Simple enough. After Jaheira warned me and then disappeared, I went nosing into the cult for myself. I could bore you with the details. How I found evidence of Gortash's projects, traced him to Orin the Red, and made a safe bet there was some dried-out old necromancer to round out the three. Because it's always the dead, bloody three. Has been half-gods who can't help but make their irrelevance everyone else's problem. Oh. You've got some juicy little tidbit I haven't heard yet. Huh. It seems like my intelligence on you was patchy at best. That's annoying.
Да, хуёво работают твои чувачки.
You are until you're not. But if there's a tainted elder brain slopping around below my city, I think we need one another more than ever. So, as long as you can keep a lid on what's growing inside you, we're allies. Until you can't, and we're not. Simple enough, I reckon. Now, war to be fought. You need anything? You have done plenty. Do any more, and the guild might have to take a special interest in you. Understood? Great. You have. But don't be so quick to bat away a helping hand. You'll find few enough of them in this city. The Flaming Fist can be bought. The Harpers are scattered, and the Parliament of Peers, well, they're just generally too inbred to be useful. The Absolute's at our gate, and the Guild are the only ones truly standing against it.
Ну ладно. Пошли в лагерь.
I don't like getting caught between the guild and the Zentarim. You always make enemies when you take sides in a struggle like that. And in this case, they're enemies we might not see coming until it's too late.
Ready and waiting.
Поддохнуть готова? Тварина.
Minsk is so amazing.
Чего? Я разве это не выбирал?
Special, tadpole? Bit of a contradiction in terms, don't you think? I don't even want a regular one. You're talking about turning into what? A half squid? Not surprised you haven't tried it yourself yet.
Thank the gods.
This ought to be good.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
I think you might have made a terrible, terrible mistake. Huh? Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent. It was no mean feat to make nice with the sourest puss in the city, by the way. It took years for Estelle and I to trust one another. The Absolute threatens thousands, the entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you, but I can only say thank you. Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight, huh? Both of us. To the very end. Lead the way. We're yours to command.
Should mind my step. Maybe it'll bring us closer.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
You've got something to say?
Ясно.
Boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished, and an old foe defeated. Well, Vargnon was a friend for a short time beforehand, but then a foe once more. Yes, Boo, a most wicked witch. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares to this day. Those words are more soothing than the salve Minsk applies to the places the armor chafes. You are a kind and gentle soul. You hear what our friend says, Boo? Vargnon is gone for good this time. I am sorry, Boo. I will stop up my clumsy mouth and would tear out my hair if any remained.
Мог бы отрасти.
My old friend Keldorn told me that the righteous must end their rage when the battle is done. But when Minsk thinks of those villains tormenting our gentle moon witch, he wants to kick them in the cloisters. not just safe. She is among friends. Minsk is her friend. You are her friend. And, most important of all, Boo is her friend. I do not know all of those words, but it is clear that Boo likes Shadowheart best of all. A little too much, perhaps. It is good that Minsk is too reasonable to ever become jealous. Boo has said it is unkind to speak behind the backs of some of our companions, and unwise to say certain things to their faces.
А кого это волнует?
Boo has said it is unkind to speak behind the backs of some of our companions, and unwise to say certain things to their faces. My friend, now we have settled the matter of the guild. I fear there is something I must tell you. You and Boo both. It may shock you both to know, but Minsk and this Stone Lord, they are one man. The same one man. And that same one man is Minsk. Minsk does not blame Minsk. Minsk blames the Stone Lord. But if the Stone Lord is Minsk, then, well, Minsk grows dizzy. I wish to believe the Stone Lord's evil was the worm alone, attainting my thoughts with foul dung. But I see now, the dung was within Minsk all along. So I wonder, if Minsk can be a villain, and Nine Fingers a hero, must it be so with all creatures? Is there good and evil within us all? Boo calls this nonsense. Less thinking of bad thoughts, says he, and more breaking of bad bones. But still, I would hear what you have to say on the matter, my friend. It is strange. A worm sits within my skull, twisting my thoughts. But it is you that have made Minsk see the world anew. You, my friend, are the true parasite.
Тот паразит урод.
Good and evil in all. Let us go crack villainous skulls, so that the virtue might leak free. Yes, Boo. I am becoming something of a philosophizer. Oh? The mind of Minsk is a simple place. Of what strangeness do you speak?
The memories resurface. A lifetime of battles blurring into one. A single constant is Minsk, launching into the fray no matter the foe, be they god, monster, or man. It seems just the barest glimpse of what the man before you has seen and done, but enough to know that he has no right to still be alive.
Ah, wait! That look in your eye. I know exactly what visions of Minsk you have seen to cause you such wonder. My pants. Thrice laced, in the Rashomar style, so that a berserker might split skulls without fear of splitting bridges, too. They are fiendishly complex, but fear not for Minsk. With training, he has learned to master the many little knots. Well, as have you, no? Do not forget that when you gaze into Minsk, Minsk also gazes into you. We both fight evil, wherever it is found. The who and where are less important than the hamsters you meet along the way. On this matter of sharing memories, I see no reason for us to worry at one another's worms. If there is more we wish to know, we can simply ask, no? Exactly so. If I must peer into the mind of my enemy, I use an axe. For friends, there is ale. No, my friend. If you fear you have a question that Minsk cannot answer, then you can simply ask Boo.
Да, хомяк-то по-человечески не умеет разговаривать.
Of course, my friend. Or are we not friends? Then you have a sword at your side and a hamster at hand, whenever you need them. Unless I die, or you die, or you do anything at all to upset Boo. Now, does Boo see a question in your eye, or just a parasite poking through? Well, Boo, explain yourself. Clear enough? There is nothing jestful in the bond between a ranger and his companion. Before Boo, I was a typical berserker of Rashomon. Duty-bound and full of my own seriousness. The problem with one so gazing of their navel, however, they are easily ambushed. Brigands split my skull like a sodden wineskin. It was as I recovered that Boo first appeared. He told me that I had felt the great poking finger of justice, marking Minsk as its champion and Boo as my guide. As for the headache, well, justice cannot always afford to be gentle.
Второе.
The way you tell the tale, it sounds almost silly. Now, shall we away? My boots crave the crunch of unvirtuous nethers. As you wish, but quietly. It is listening. On this matter, I have held small council with Boo. If the worm is lodged within our skulls, should it not be possible to simply squeeze like so? Until something pops out. Pay that noise no mind. Boo has not feasted on evil's flesh in some time, and it has set his gut to bubbling. None at all. Though Boo is tiny. Perhaps he could just crawl into our ears and... Ah, you are right, Boo. A ridiculous notion. It would be far too dark to see. How dare you? Minsk pretends at nothing, half the way or otherwise. There is more than a little to know, I think. I am huge. Ah, come in search of stories. It is not yet time to tuck Boo in for the night, but very well. After our adventurings with the Ballspawn, Boo had had his fill of godly flesh. So, we returned to Baldur's Gate for a time. After all, in every city there is a sweaty underbelly, crying out for a virtuous scrubbing. None better to wield a brush than Minsk and Boo. Perhaps we rubbed some villain's rump a little too raw. This Minsk does not know. One moment we stood in the city's slums, the next, ambush! Then Minsk and Boo woke on the wide, with stone dust in sensitive places. The mind of Minsk was occupied with important matters. I was browsing a slum vendor's stall, looking for Boo's favorite nuts. And then, I was stoned. For Minsk, those years passed as quick as a hiccup. It was long ago, then, it is now. Minsk has lost many things. His witch, his mind, his home, his friends, his mind. But many good things remain. Boo is here. My steel is here. Jahira's face has more lines, but her tongue and wits are as sharp as ever. The city still clings to the hill. The sea still stretches on forever. And the stench of evil still makes Boo wish for a tiny peg on his nose. As long as that stench remains, no matter how old or young the world is, Minsk and Boo will not rest. Countless tales are told of Boo and Minsk. Many of them are so outlandish that even I do not know if they are true. Did Minsk bravely fend off the seductive wiles of a succubus in the cloisters of Candlekeep? Maybe. Did he take a bath in the river Styx and temporarily forget himself? I do not remember. Did he travel with a spawn of the god of murder, who warred against his evil brethren and battled triumphantly at the throne of Baal itself? Of course! It was a splendid adventure. A curious question. Are a child and his father always alike? Take Minsk. He does not have a clear memory of the face of his father, but he does remember tugging on the thick, red whiskers that sprang from his chin. A beard for the ages. Who could have nested there happily through even the harshest of Rashomon winters? Now, look closely at Minsk, and what do you see?
Давайте я четвертый отвечу.
Where? Do not speak ill of our friends, and please, focus your gaze on Minsk. Do you see it? Who is correct? No beard! There are more whiskers on his tiny face than on the mighty chin of Minsk. If Minsk did not inherit the flaming red hair of his mother, or the bushy red beard of his father, why would the spawn of Baal inherit his wickedness? It is simple. As with all battles, the winner will be the one that carries the bigger sword. A fine deed we have done to rid Faerun of this man. all helm hair and haughtiness. Oh, this was the Lord Gortash we were sworn to do battle with, Boo. All the better then. As you wish, but quietly. It is listening. Minsk is an open book, with many pretty pictures. You hear that, Boo? Your keen skills of observation have not gone unnoticed. Our friend wishes to consult your wisdom. Minsk and Boo are of one mind and one heart, and Boo is the wiser. So small is Boo that he is often mistaken for a pinecone, and many secrets are spoken in his hearing. He will tell what he knows, but Minsk, of course, will translate. Fine lodgings you have found, my friend. Boo is already in negotiations with the guardian spirits of this place. In Baldur's Gate, they are likely to be rat-formed and eager to charge rent. But Boo shall secure safe slumber for all. Now, what do you need of Minsk? What is it, my friend?
I'll give it a shot.
Jahira, Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult. And if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsk and Boo greet cheek with hand.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsk. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened.
I have already pledged my sword and hamster both. What more does Minsk have to give?
Your word, Ranger. That next time you will stop and think. I will not always be here to tell you what to do.
If not here, then where? Wherever there is, Minsk and Boo will go too. My hamster, he will not be parted from you again, Jahira.
I missed him too. And try as you might, I know you have not missed my point as neatly as you pretend.
Вот так вот.
You come to speak of the last time Minsk stood watch? The snoring, it was Boo.
What is it, Cub? Huh. Not so much a term of age or affection as simple old habit. You object? and will be again. But now I shall mutter them under my breath, out of respect.
Будут какие-то еще новые разговоры? Если нет, то все уже я
Make
отключаюсь.
sure you are refreshed before we set out again, friend. The road to justice is paved with kicked buttocks.
Да, ничего нету. Ладно. На этом все. Дальше разберемся с Сорин. Всем покеда.